Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, June 7th. Pretty nice day here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Comfortable temperatures for this time of the year, low humidity values. There'll be at least some sunshine today in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. High temperatures generally in the 70s throughout the I-95 corridor. Again, pretty nice weather for this time of the year. A frontal system will drop southward and eastward over the next 24 hours or so and approach the region later Friday night, and then stall out nearby this weekend. That'll make it unsettled this weekend. It doesn't look like a total washout. Still some questions remain about the timing of the rain, but it looks like there'll be a chance of showers and thunderstorms later Saturday and Saturday night, perhaps even lingering into part of Sunday, at least south of the Mason-Dixon line. Eventually that front drops farther to the south and we get quite nice again, probably by late Sunday, Sunday night, and Monday here in the I-95 corridor region. It could even turn out pretty nice on Sunday in New York City, but some clouds and showers could linger in D.C. during the day on Sunday. Well, first, before we get to the local weather situation, let's talk about the tropics. It's been rather quiet over the last several days. Alberta was the first storm that formed a while ago. No activity right now. It looks like there probably will be no activity over the next week to 10 days or so. This is what NOAA Hurricane Center is showing right now. No expectation of tropical activity during the next 48 hours. And indeed, it looks rather quiet for the next week or so. Well, one of the reasons the tropical activity in the Atlantic Basin has been rather quiet over the past several days and looks like it will continue to be quiet over the next several days is right here we have a product from the University of Wisconsin that shows dry air that comes off the west coast of Africa. This is the continent of Africa here, the Saharan Desert, right in this region right here. And basically this is Saharan dust, dry air mass that can move from the east to the west in the trade winds, and this is an inhibiting factor for tropical storm formation in the Atlantic Basin. Indeed, there's quite an extensive range for this Saharan dust or the dry air mass coming off the Saharan Desert right into the tropical part of the Atlantic. These are the Leeward Islands right here in the Caribbean Seas right in this region right here. So again, this is a contributing factor to keeping it quiet for the next several days in terms of tropical activity in the Atlantic Basin. Well, let's take a look at the upper air height anomaly maps, forecast maps from the 6C GFS. This again is going to show some unsettled possibilities for the weather this weekend here in the I-95 corridor. We've had a string of at least some rain during the past 5 or 6 or even 7 weekends here in the I-95 corridor. It looks like there will be more rain this weekend. Again, not a total washout, but there will be certainly a round of showers and thunderstorms. A little hard right now to pinpoint the exact location and the exact time. There's potential for some heavy rain this week and maybe in the Saturday night time frame. Whether it stays primarily north of the Mason-Dixon line or south of there, still a little bit of a question. Let's just walk through the upper air anomaly pattern here that also shows the vorticity. This is basically spin in the upper part of the atmosphere that can set off some surface development of low pressure areas. And here we go. We'll walk through and just pinpoint this particular wave of concern here. Now we are into the Friday night time frame. Still not much going on here in the Northeast, but look at this little wave right here over the upper part of the Midwest comes Saturday morning, and that is our feature of concern here. It looks like there's a chance of showers or thunderstorms Friday night and early Saturday, but a better chance looks like it'll come late Saturday and Saturday night, again associated with this upper level feature right here that just slides slowly to the east. And here now by Sunday morning, notice the wind pattern showing up here basically west to east if you follow along these lines right here, and that is the problem. A frontal system will basically stall out oriented from west to east, and it could produce some lingering clouds and showers, especially south of the Mason-Dixon line on Sunday. So again, an increasing chance of showers and thunderstorms as we go through the day on Saturday. A good chance Saturday night in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor, and then perhaps confined to areas south of the Mason-Dixon line on Sunday. Let's keep moving forward here, and eventually that front drops to the south, and it looks like by the time we get to Monday, it should be a pretty nice day in the mid-Atlantic region as that front drops farther to the south. High pressure takes over from the north. Well, let's now walk through the surface forecast maps from the 6E GFS model run. Again, a nice day today, perhaps the nicest day of the week. Comfortable temperatures, at least some sunshine in the I-95 corridor region. High pressure moving off the northeast coastline today. Let's move ahead in 6-hour increments. These maps, by the way, from tropicaltidbits.com, cannot completely rule out an isolated sprinkle or light shower later this afternoon. There were a couple around late yesterday afternoon. Same thing could happen later today. Certainly nothing widespread. Maybe a little bit of patchy fog tonight. Tomorrow becomes warmer. We'll probably get back into the 80s in much of the I-95 corridor. Certainly low to mid 80s in D.C., maybe the lower 80s in Philadelphia, and touching the 80-degree mark tomorrow afternoon in New York City. Generally rain-free, but then by tomorrow night we'll have an increasing chance of showers and thunderstorms. Not a widespread possibility, it looks like, but then by the time Saturday rolls around, here we go, a pretty decent chance that showers and thunderstorms will break out during the PM hours on Saturday, continuing into Saturday night. And this is the GFS model run. It has the depiction of some potential heavy rainfall north of the Mason-Dixon line late Saturday night into early Sunday. And again, I agree with the overall sentiment here that there can be some heavy rain this weekend. It's not quite certain yet whether it'll be Saturday night or into the day on Sunday, and whether it'll be north of the Mason-Dixon line or south of there. This kind of has it right along the Mason-Dixon line and extending from basically New York City down to D.C., but the heaviest band here right along the Pennsylvania-Maryland border into the day on Sunday. Not quite sure about that. There'll be some clearing from north to south during the day on Sunday. New York City could very well turn out to be a decent day on Sunday, but perhaps not in Washington, D.C. Eventually, high pressure takes over the northeast U.S. And drives that front a little farther to the south, and Monday looks like a pretty nice day. And whenever you have high pressure sitting to the north of us here this weekend and into the early part of next week, we'll probably have comfortable temperatures. Indeed, that looks like that'll be the case. Monday and Sunday look like the high temperatures will be confined to the 70s. Not bad at all for this time of the year. Again, with high pressure centered to our north as we begin the new week. So it looks like some unsettled conditions this weekend. Not a total washout. A little hard right now to pinpoint the exact time and location of that heaviest rainfall, but there certainly can be some heavy rainfall probably during the Saturday night time frame. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.